Did you know there's more to vision than just being able to see 20/20?
Welcome back to the Harkla YouTube channel. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Rachel, and we're the in-house occupational therapy assistants here at Harkla. And we are so excited to be talking about our topic today, which is vision and ocular motor skills and how they truly impact a child's ability to get through their day.
Now, there is a lot more involved in our visual system than just being able to see clearly, see 20/20. Do you need contacts or glasses? What we're really going to focus on are ocular motor skills and how they impact our child's ability to get through their day.
Unfortunately, we feel like there is a gap between going to your regular eye doctor screening and having your child's vision assessed or even your own vision assessed. Most practitioners aren't going to look at those ocular motor skills. So that's what we're going to focus on today, is what that looks like, why you need to be aware of those underlying ocular motor skills, and how to advocate for getting those screened.
So what are ocular motor skills? Basically, it's the ability for both of your eyes to work together for smooth, fluid, coordinated movements.
So the ones that we typically focus on in occupational therapy are the following: convergence and divergence, visual tracking, and saccades.
So convergence and divergence, that I always like to describe that as being able to go cross-eyed. So when your eyes are going to visually track, so it's connected to visual tracking, which is great, when they're able to visually track an object coming close to you, and your eyes are going to converge together, and then being able to track an item as it moves away from you, and your eyes are going to move apart or diverge.
Now, visual tracking is the ability to track something moving in your environment. So functionally, think about when you're driving a car and you're getting ready to turn into traffic and the cars are moving and you're visually tracking them, timing when it's appropriate to, drive out in front of the traffic and make it safely. So you have to be able to fluidly track an object with your eyes without moving your head.
Yeah. And then saccades, or as we've heard other people call it, saccades, however you want to pronounce it. This is your eye's ability to move smoothly and fluidly between two stationary objects. So when we're talking about our children, you can think of a child who is copying something from the board. Their eyes are going to have to be able to look down at their paper, up at the board, back and forth, smoothly in a coordinated way without losing their place.
Now, we do have a separate YouTube video that goes over some screening and simple assessments for these ocular motor skills. We'll link that in the description for you to check out as well.
One of the reasons we focus so much on good ocular motor skill development, specifically in OT with our pediatric clients, is because good ocular motor skills are required for everything that a child does throughout their day, whether it's playing on the playground, playing sports, reading and writing in the classroom, and even just safely navigating their environment. If their eye muscles aren't working together well, then they're going to struggle in these areas.
So let's break it down and give you 5 of our favorite activities that you can work on and build ocular motor skills at home or in the clinic setting. So the first one is Zoomball. This is a little toy that we love to play with, and it's basically a football with 4 handles, 2 handles on each side, and it really focuses on convergence and divergence. And
as well as visual tracking.
As well as visual tracking again. But for the purpose of this activity, we're going to work on watching the football as you slide it by opening your hands and closing your hands, watching that little football come towards your eyes, towards your nose, and then away from your face as well. So you can watch it come towards and away, and you can work on a bunch of other skills simultaneously while changing the position that the child is in while you're doing this activity. So you can think of it as doing it in standing, doing it in a tall kneel, you could do it in a Superman position, you could do it standing on a Bosu ball or some other balance mechanism, but really focusing on visual tracking, and you can see if a kiddo's eyes are watching it come all the way to their nose or not.
Yeah, this is a great activity that targets so many other skills simultaneously. I mean, you're also working on some bilateral coordination and even hand strength to hold on to those handles. So this is a great ocular motor activity that targets so many other things as well, which is just something we love.
If you don't have a Zoomball, we'll link one in the description for you to check out.
The next activity is another game that you can purchase, and it's called Spot It. And there's a lot of different variations nowadays, but whichever variation you want to get is going to be great. And you're going to have these little cards with different pictures on them, and the goal is to find a matching item between 2 cards. And I think the setup way to play is like a race game, but in OT we like to set this up to really focus on saccades. So what I like like to do is have the child hold their card, and I will hold up a second card in a couple of different positions, and they'll have to look between their card and my card back and forth to find the match, really working on those eye movements between the two stationary objects.
And my favorite way to play this, to work on some different variations of saccades, is I will hold up 2 cards and I'll hold them up in front of the child in different positions, horizontally, vertically, diagonally, and they have to look between the 2 cards to find the match on their own without moving their head. So you can see their eyes are moving back and forth. Also works on visual memory as well.
Yes, and you could really up-level this and give them a good challenge if they're improving on their ability to complete this, and you can even have the cards move as they're looking between the cards, or have the child sitting or laying on a swing doing this while their body is moving, looking between the cards. And then we're really activating that visual vestibular connection, which also builds those ocular motor skills.
Really, the possibilities are endless with this one. We want you to be creative and try some different ways to see how you can target those underlying skills. Now the next one is similar to the spot it game on the swing, but we're going to be playing catch on a swing. So whether you are in a compression swing, a platform swing, whatever swing you have, the playground swing, you are going to be playing catch with a ball while the child is swinging. You can take this one step further and you can have them catch the ball and then throw it into a target. You could move the target, you could be holding the target and moving it around, so while they're swinging they have to time it and work on those projected action sequencing in order to know when to time it. Not throw it too hard, not throw it too soft, but really just getting on the swing, again, activating that visual vestibular system, visual tracking. It's just a really fun activity that kids love to do.
The next one we like to call near-far chart reading. So you're going to need 2 visual charts for this activity, and you can easily make your own with 2 pieces of paper and write letters, numbers, draw shapes, colored dots, whatever your child can easily read and understand. And then you're going to put one chart on the wall at about eye level, have your child stand a couple feet away and hold the second chart in their hand, and they're going to alternate reading the items between the 2 charts without losing their place. If your child really struggles with saccades, this is going to be a very difficult activity, so you can help keep their place by pointing at the items and helping them keep track of where they are. They can use their finger to make sure they don't lose their place. And then as they practice this activity and get a little bit better and they start to develop those eye muscle skills, then you can take their finger away, you can take your cue away, and they can just keep reading without any extra cues.
Yep. The next one is kind of similar, but we're going to put flashcards or letters or pictures, something up on the wall in random locations, and we're going to give the child a laser light if they are safe to do so, and we're going to work on pointing our laser light at certain letters. So you can do this by spelling their spelling words out loud, and they have to visually track and point their laser light at the letter in the specific order. You can have them face away from the wall, and each time they turn and twist and find that letter, turn and twist the other way, reaching across their body, point that laser light at the letter. You can put them on some sort of a balance Bosu ball or a balance stool, or sitting on a therapy ball, so we're challenging their balance a little bit more. But really, we're just looking for those cards, navigating in our environment, and just increasing that visual tracking ability. And what kid doesn't like to use a laser light? It's
I like that you call it a laser light, not a laser pointer.
Oh, a laser light, yeah. A laser pointer, a laser beam, whatever you want to do. But
kids do love them.
It is fun, it's motivating, and there's a lot of different ways that you can work on it as well.
So those are our 5 favorite OT-based activities that we use to work on those ocular motor skills, help develop them in our kids who are struggling specifically with like reading and writing tasks. So try those out, whether you're in the clinic, at home. You could even maybe try incorporating these into the classroom as part of the learning motor movement activities, and see how it goes.
Yep. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you like this video, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a video, and let us know your thoughts on this topic in the comments below.
Also, make sure you're following us on Instagram. We're at Harkla_family, as well as at All Things Sensory Podcast.
Don't forget to listen to our podcast, All Things Sensory. We have our own YouTube channel where you can find it, or you can find it on all major podcast platforms, but it's a great resource as well.
Yep, and with that, we will have a new video and talk to you next week.
Okay, bye.
And then what am I supposed to say? I forgot what we do. Work together in good, blah, blah.
You just have to get it out.